Welcome to the channel, Jaden Chase, and these are some of the top stories making headlines today. Now, nation, a robbery attempt quickly turned into a shootout in Summer Hill, St. James, as robbers attempted to make off with millions. Now, a female security guard was briefly put into a hostage situation, and the entire ordeal was captured on CCTV cameras. Now, nation, of course, I'm going to see the footage, and then we're going to do a continued reasoning, nation. Stay safe, look, and of course, want to know for listen. Yes, nation, I know. Let's continue the reasoning. Now, my office said this again. Remember our statement. We all know it. Well, wrong place, wrong time. But in this day and age, with the crime and violence that we see take place on a global scale, wrong place, wrong time can almost be anywhere. These individuals were on their job when robbers attempted to make off with millions. And as you see, the situation turned into a shootout, which could have resulted in loss of lives on both sides, whether the individuals who were attempting the robbery or the security guard, anybody in the building where I work there. And of course, worst of all, innocent bystanders and civilians who just go about them day-to-day business. That situation we see take place in an area one. And of course, we see members of the security forces stating that the crime situation is not spiraling out of control, which have led some to believe that this is a situation that has been taking place for quite some time. But with the advent of social media, and with, of course, more influx of fast money being pumped into certain parishes and the surrounding districts. And as we have often seen, negative behavior is often imitated by others more often than good behavior. So once a certain thing that take place in certain districts, when other people and other individuals in other districts start to see some of the same cash or, lifestyle change, it is almost like these individuals feel drawn to start the same type of conflict in a for them parish and for them community. Some said the mind of some have become desperately wicked. And that's true. Some people know with the amount of money we hear being either seized by the state or what we hear being talked about through word of mouth or through the affluence we see whenever we pass through certain parishes, these individuals have no clear reason for the crime and violence we see. Either they are engaged in, supporting, or funding. It's almost like some people are doing it for ratings, street credibility, things that are not tangible, even though some use it as currency. Because within the inner city, a lot is accomplished through ratings, links, and connections. But for individuals who have already either attained some form of financial success through either legitimate means or have done a legitimate activity, gain the proceeds, and can now live a different lifestyle. In this day and age, it's almost like individuals from inner city communities get rich and use their money to help destroy the same inner city community or communities. No more treat now keep again. Even though we know we're going with big C19 and a whole heap of different restrictions. But no more treat for the youth them. No more uplifting activities for the next generation. And they will say, oh, the next generation have become violent. And this situation also showcase another issue that for many countries, especially countries with black leadership, resources and wealth are not necessarily the issue. The issue of leadership. Something obviously individuals fight for constantly in the inner city. But think about it. Most individuals not possess leader qualities. Them say, and this was a statement made by Arabs in, I think it was Dubai, stating that African countries, not even talking about the entire continent, but just that African countries, some African countries, because some African countries' natural resources have been devastated by different situations. That would be a reason for a different time. But they have stated that certain African countries that we are seeing going through financial hardship, that we know to be rich in certain minerals, they are stating that the reason why these countries are in the financial situation that they are in is because of their leadership. Them say, think about Dubai. You can list the natural resources possessed by Dubai. When we think about the wealth being generated, we realize, for one, we're going to state this. Of course, oil is a major part of the world's economy, not a country, but the world's economy. But oil, the Africa too. Whole heap of oil. But greedy, corrupt leadership has led to the downfall of numerous African countries. And no matter how so-called leadership is changed, the end result is always the same. Millions missing, the people in the same financial situations. And with negative or corrupt activity happening at the top, then that thought and mindset will be repeated, mimicked, replicated. You will list the words. But that same action will be carried on straight to the people within the streets. And that's how it take place in the rural districts. And because the people mindset is as it is, even with money coming into certain communities, instead of everybody living a more prosperous life, it leads to conflict. Even conflict within organizations that were united. Jamaica have a saying we're known for: meds, meditation, thought process, deep thought. What the people really are meds? If a prosperity and a better Jamaica the people might look for, then the people don't realize it. They might go the wrong direction. And of course, we continue to see the blame game being played. Dancehall music being blamed. We see Guyana say, at this point, they already said no to Skeng, but they must say this goes for any artist who promote anything vulgar. I wonder if that means that no hip hop artists can, or no hip hop artists that do with trap style hip hop can perform a Guyana, because rap lyrics are heavily laced with references to, crime and violence. So let's say the music and certain musicians are again being singled out. Might be true. Might be something to look into. Is the blame game being played more and are solutions being sought less? Are people now looking less for solutions and rather looking for somebody to say, other person at fault? But the sad situation about that, or the sad fact of that is, because of the mindset at play, when these individuals are either blamed for what going on, it eventually changes nothing because of the mindset of the people of the problem. And not all people are some, but as I will say, in a numerous community, a handful of influential people can change the mind of many. But the good thing about that is the same for whatever type of influence they might bring. Say they might bring good changes, then it will take effect too as well. And that should be food for thought. Now, until the reason again, of course, my sentiments for you and yours that want to live, love, and prosper. Of course, want to stay tuned. Click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and yes, put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified, of course, of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. Until the reason again, live, love, and prosper. Stay tuned.